Actually, I don't want to pull up any names as game changers or anything like that. But we have a good mix of senior players like myself, Aniruddha, and Ganapati and Srinivas, and we got a good bunch of youngsters to go along with this. So it's too early to talk about game changers because actually the game hasn't started. So we'll have to see. At the end of the day, I think it will be about playing good cricket. It should be a good mix of experience and young talent. So how we mix together and play, if we play well, I think we can produce some good results. I think today is the first day we practiced here. It seems a beautiful ground, lush green outfield, very scenic, and the facilities as such are very good. And only thing is the weather. We hope the weather stays good and we get a good game of cricket.
Actually, the basics don't really change. Most of the young guys here are pretty inexperienced in this format. I think obviously to play good cricket you have to understand the basics. So I think what we have been trying to do is to make the young players understand that you can't get you do the basics right. That's one thing. The second thing, obviously the step up is important. Most of these guys have not really played under too much pressure, apart from Badri and a few of the other guys who have played IPL. So that's going to be the biggest challenge, as we say, in this tournament. And so far, from the time we have started to now, I mean, obviously the intensity with which we practice is no different to what I would have done with any other team, whether it is Trident or Mumbai Indians or any other T20 team that I've been involved with. So we try to push as hard as we can. And actually, I must compliment the young guys because I think very few of them have even complained about the sort of workload and the effort that we've asked them to put in. And I'm actually quite excited to see the improvement over the past 1 week or so that we've spent. And so we are certainly looking forward to having a good tournament.
Yes, I think I have played quite a bit of cricket with Aparajith, and yeah, we have discussed their side a bit, and the challenge about this tournament is quite a few players who we have not seen. So there are a lot of young guys, new guys. So the challenge it will be to know them, and yeah, the players have been discussed, and we have certain plans. And but end of the day, so it will all be about execution on the match day. How we do, what we do. Talking is one thing, but cricket is played out there. So important thing is we go out there and remember what we discussed and execute. And I'm confident that my guys will stand up. Like you yourself mentioned, I think there are two ways to look at it. One is they are not played enough to understand pressure, so they just go out there and they can express themselves. They have nothing to lose. I remember playing like that when as an youngster because I didn't know. I just had to go there and just express myself, and the only way to go from there is upward and forward. But having said that, inexperience is also something that needs to be addressed, because it's important that we have discussed and important for us seniors in the team to just contribute, not only just play a cricket like I've been mentioning, not only just play a cricket, but I think the important thing is to take these youngsters along with us, at key points where there are a little bit of experience and a little bit of word here and there, and a small bit of help might change the course of the game. I think that is where we seniors need to lend our hand from the experience part. So like I said, it has pros and cons, and that is what makes this tournament very interesting. End of the day, might be letting the basics stay the same, and important things that I have learned, being in CSK for so long and playing under MS was, I think, the dressing room atmosphere, having an enjoyable, conducive atmosphere, creating and conducive atmosphere for the players to perform is one thing, and definitely as a captain, it's important for me to stay calm under pressure, because that will rub on to the players and rub on to the team, like we've been saying, we have a young side, so important for me to be a calming influence more than anything else. These are things that I've tried to bring into being part of a successful franchisee like CSK for so long. I think these are things I've learned along the line, which actually makes a team successful in the long run. So yeah, these things I will try to inculcate in any dressing room that I am leading, and we will try to do our best.
I think the potential for the young guys, they're quite, they look pretty good. But again, as we say, it's on the field that makes a difference. And doesn't matter how good you are, but you still got to concentrate. And I quote Janti Rose, you never know until you try, right? And importantly, no catch is an easy catch, especially in this format. So, at the end of the day, it's all about really making an effort. I think we've seen a lot of improvement. As I said earlier, none of the guys have complained. We try to do pretty hard fielding sessions, and rather than just doing fitness, this is we try and make it a little enjoyable and a little more challenging when we go out and practice. So I look forward to seeing how the field is.